Hello. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon to some people in the Far East, if you guys have joined. And good evening to some people in the Far West. Well, fantastic day, the 6th of June 2026, which means today is the birthday of the test chat. Yes, we turned 6 today. So, congratulations to everyone in the test chat community. And thank you very much for all your contributions. So I know we've been a little slow and in a way, uh, little less noisy in the past year or so. But treat it like a small break because we are in for some action in the near future. So before I proceed and make a couple of announcements, I would like to hear from my fellow enablers. Mr. Teapot, over to you.
Good morning, everyone. It's so funny that it's been 6 years. Doesn't feel like it, and then it feels like it as well. On both ways. It's been a fantastic journey, to be honest. What amazes me is how many times we've been spammed on our Telegram channel with irrelevant stuff, and we have to keep watch. Thankfully, the time zones ensures that someone is always keeping watch. So when guys are sleeping, I could remove stuff from people. When I'm sleeping, some other people could do. And we've managed to keep sanity because at the beginning, what one of the things that I remember James Park talked to us about was how to keep the community focused on conversation. And sometimes it does look like we're quiet, we're not saying anything, which we all acknowledge a lot of times. That always been so quiet, but the quietness is not because something random, mundane is being talked about and people got pissed off. The quietness and silence is because people are busy and they're doing stuff. Um, but and then some more experienced member of the community have started taking initiative and reaching out and saying, "Oh, I want to discuss." And I said, "Oh, go ahead. That's the whole point of the group. You don't need anyone's permission to kick off a conversation, unless it's rude, unless it's vulgar or not the sort of things we talk about, and then we will remove it and remove you as well." I think I've removed a lot of people lately from the group and a lot of conversations also, which I do not apologize for because those are the things we don't want there. But where I've made mistakes in removing stuff, because that has happened a few times, I do apologize for that. And I do reach out to the people and say, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry about that." But yeah, for me, it's been fantastic. It's been something that we should have started a long time ago. But I'm happy we did it when we did. And I'm looking forward to what the future holds as well. So it's been fantastic 6 years. And 2 days ago was my birthday as well.
Happy
Remember when
birthday.
when we started as well? So it was a couple of 2 days after my birthday, and we talked about it. So yeah, I'm also 6 months. 2 days ago. So yeah, that's me, guys.
All right. Yeah, okay. That was nice. Teapot, uh, belated birthday wishes. We hope that you have a wonderful year and this year should be very promising for you because we know that you're working on some really cool things. So, anyways, uh, enjoy your time now and over to Faiz.
Yeah, so like when we started, like I still remember that it was very casual, in a very casual fashion we started, right? And we never
Yeah.
knew. Like I think we started with the WhatsApp group, then suddenly, like within a month, we crossed the limit. At that time, there was no option of I think WhatsApp channels or anything. So like then we moved to Telegram. Suddenly it grew. thanks to everyone's support, like thanks to community, thanks to early supporters. Like there's so many who have constantly supported us. Yeah, we know that in last year or so we have been a little bit slow. We have been busy with a couple of things, but we can assure you that we are now kind of back in action, and more just will say. Yeah. So thank you so much, everyone, and stay tuned.
Well, before I say anything else, here's a message from Sachin, who is had an emergency situation and is needed to travel. So he wishes everyone a very happy anniversary, and he's also expressed his gratitude to everyone in the group for their contributions. It's been fabulous. And, I mean, I can't say things in his style because Sachin is Sachin. But, if he was there, I'm sure you would have heard a line or two of some wonderful poetry. But yeah, Sachin also conveyed his good wishes. But unfortunately, he could not join us today. I'm sure you'll hear from him soon. Well, okay, so moving on, I wanted to keep this, thing a little short, but I have a few things to talk about. Okay, first of all, I don't know how many of you are actually subscribed to or are following the Test Chat newsletter. It's called the Quality Quest. And interestingly, the Quality Quest has completed 50 editions so far, which means every 2 weeks the newsletter comes out, which means it's been 100 weeks that we have been doing it for. The 51st edition, which was supposed to come out last week, will come out today or tomorrow. So I wanted to hold that because 50 is a nice number. I mean, nicer than 51. So, so I said, okay, let me hold the 51st edition for a week and make this announcement. So, this means that you have an opportunity to publish your thoughts. You just need to send it to any of us, and we'll make sure that your thoughts are published on the Quality Quest newsletter, which has got more than 9,000 subscribers. So we are going to make sure that your voice reaches those many people and that your thoughts are brought out. So far, I have been writing articles there, and I've been trying to share because apparently I have a lot to say. So 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 every 2 weeks I am putting out my thoughts there. But I would love to hear and include your thoughts as well. So if you've got an idea, if you've got an article, if you would like to share it to the rest of the world, please use the Quality Quest platform, and we will be happy to share. Now, having said that, I have one big announcement, and let me try and share my screen for that to show you something that was eagerly awaited for a really long time. And here we are. Okay, so the test chat now officially has its own website, and
Yeah.
yes, and so let me just walk you through this website. It is quite a simple website detailing some of the conversations that we have had so far, our focus areas. You know, we also talk about the events that we do. We also have certain testimonies from people. Then, what's it about? Our mission and vision are all listed here. It talks about a little bit about the four enablers. Then, the most interesting part of this website are the resources that we have listed. So, here we have resources in the form of blogs, articles, we have got videos, we have got courses, we have got podcasts, everything listed in one place. This will take you to the original source. We are not having any content management system in the site. I try to keep it very simple because it should take you to the original source. One of the primary reasons for doing it this way is because I wanted to give credit to the original author of whoever has created that resource for you. So this is a wonderful place to be. You have more than 385 resources here distributed in 25 different categories, and they are all absolutely free to access. Okay, then we also have our blog page where you will find articles from us. Right now, it shares the articles from two of the enablers here, and we hope that other community members would also like to share here. Then we also have the Jobs Corner listed here. Now, the Jobs Corner has been a part of the test chat for quite some time, and we have seen a lot of traction. And here we find the jobs categorized into various categories. You can come here, it will take you to the Telegram group, and where you can have further discussions on this. Then the quality quest, as I was mentioning, it lists all the additions here with a brief summary, and then if you want to go to the original source and read the articles, you can do so. It has also been categorized into different groups. Then we also have something called as On Air, which talks about the things that we discuss on YouTube, where we speak about the stuff that we do. So the last event that we had was a podcast with Ajay Balamurugadas from Postcode. So it is featured here, and we could also see the discussion with James and Michael is also there. So whatever latest episode stuff is uploaded on YouTube will start featuring here. Then, of course, the big one, the Tester of the Year gets featured on the website. So we have had, winners for the past 5 years, and all 7 winners so far are all listed here. And this is a wonderful place to be. And we have, as a mark of gratitude, listed down all our volunteers here. You could look at their profiles. So, yeah, this is, we've tried to keep it a very simple website. But having said that, it's time for something that we have been famous for doing, and that is doing contests and events. So that brings me to the events page, which lists down, and the event that is there in focus right now is the So You Think You Can Hack event. So a few years ago, we did the So You Think You Can Test event. Well, we take inspiration from the famous dance reality show called So You Think You Can Dance. So that gave us an idea, and we said, okay, why can't we just stick to them and get inspired by them? So we bring to you So You Think You Can Hack, which is an AI hackathon challenge. On purpose, while designing the poster, I left out the word AI because people have been tired of listening to it. But it is an AI hackathon challenge where you will be using the tool Postcode to create something really interesting. It will happen on the weekend of 3rd to 5th July. The contest rules and other details will be uploaded on the site really soon and will be shared to you through different announcements. For now, we are announcing the contest. It happens between 3rd and 5th of July. Teams uh, can participate up to 4 members. I mean, you can participate in it solo, or you can have 3 other members with you. So it'll be a very interesting contest. We will be, letting out or letting you know all the rules shortly. So yeah, if you're up for an AI testing challenge, bring it on, and we are here to take things to the next level. All right. So this is something that I wanted to announce.
I think it would be a fantastic opportunity to have all our AI experts, all of the people that have been talking about the AI thing for a very long time. All of this stuff is now is the time to come and show us how this wonderful AI. A friend of mine who is French call it IA. So I'm going to start calling it IA as well. So it would be fantastic to see what people get up to with this AI. Over the year, I think I've shown my colleagues here some. I've built some things with AI. I'm collating the lessons from it. And one very funny thing I realized is most of these agents could actually expose you to all sort of not particularly opportunity for people to hack you. It's just the agents can make mistakes. For
Yeah.
example, if you push your code on GitHub, for example, if you're not careful, the agent can publish your keys, publish all the secrets and everything in your codes. And if you're not aware that you need to look up for them, you might just have the entire thing out in the open. And so. Well, I'm collating the lessons. I'll find time to write about them very soon, to be honest. But yeah, it would be fantastic to see what people get up to with it. We should have a lot of things to learn from that, and I'm looking forward to it. I am
Yeah.
not going to participate as a hacker. Uh, Fortunately, I'll be one of the people overlooking the whole contest, so I don't have to participate. I'm not in the contest.
The bad news for you, Teapot, is that you're not allowed to participate.
Well, I
So,
can't even if I want
as,
to. So yeah,
as, no, as much as we all want to participate, unfortunately, we are not allowed to participate unless you have a
no,
disguise. Unless
no,
you have a disguise. But it'll be an interesting challenge because we've been hearing so many stories about people building really cool AI
cool
agents
stuff, AI stuff.
and
Yeah.
and uh, and using AI for various different use cases that we usually don't think. So it'll be a fun contest to see what people are up to. Well, we are quite focused about certain areas which we mentioned in the contest rules. But if you are one of those people who wants to break the rules and do something really interesting, we will be open to that as well. I mean, I know of some people who don't really care about the rules and say, okay, the rules say that, okay, this is what I'm supposed to build, but I'll build something really cool of my own. Well, sure, bring it on. I mean, as long as you are using postcode to build that, we will have no problems. So, yeah, so those were the big announcements from my side. Uh, you would like to add
One,
anything else, Fez,
one,
Teapot?
one little thing, sorry, one little thing we haven't got round to it. We're going to start talking about we're going to create a podcast around lessons from AI. The enablers. We're going to start talking about it, but we've never actually got around to doing it. And basically, what we intend to do is talk about the things people refuse to talk about.
Yeah.
Everybody talk about AI as if it's all good. I'm not denying that it's good. It makes our lives easier as software engineers and testers. We can do a lot of cool stuff with it quickly. We can deploy stuff and. But alongside that is the bit no one is talking about. The bit where things go wrong, the things where things turn out the way we didn't expect it. How did you do it? How did you cope with it? How did you remedy the situation? What happened? How did it happen? Why did it happen? And one of the aspects of our conversation that we are planning to do is to actually listen to all these feel good podcasts, all these feel good podcasts, and then talk about what they are not talking about. So
Yeah.
everybody wants you to believe, oh, Claude is fantastic. I've been using Grok, for example. I've been using Grok for over a year now. I like using it. I've seen some, shortfall of it, so we need to talk about those things. So that's also coming along. Um, at some point, people would say, you just noticed that we have a podcast going. We'll put the product out there on our YouTube channel, on our website as well. It's so cool to say on our website now, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no. I got a question and I should be answering this. I'm sorry, Faiz, I'm holding you up a little longer. Well, people ask me why didn't the test chat have a website all these years? Okay, and this has been a question that has been asked to me. Well, to be very honest, I really haven't had any explanation because we've been so busy in the Telegram group. We never thought that we'll need one because that was solving the purpose for us. It was relaying the information to the whole wide world. So we said, why do we need a website? I mean, if the Telegram group is doing its job. But what started happening eventually was that, we needed a place where we could keep all the resources, like I showed you, because people wanted to refer stuff. Okay. And now with a lot of AI stuff also coming in, so people always come back and ask me, hey, do you have this resource, or can you point me to where this is? So I thought we need a common place. So initially, to be very honest, I thought of a simple Google Drive link. Now that was my little brain thinking. Okay, then I was like, no, this is going to look really bad. Okay, and I'm sharing Google Drive links to everybody. I said, no, why not have a website and put everything there? And then common sense prevailed ultimately, and I said, okay, let's do a website, and it was fun coding. It was fun getting reviewed by AI, and I realized a lot of things. Okay, Faiz, while he recommended that I should get my code reviewed by AI, he also warned me, and I saw all those warnings as to, as to why. So he did say, "Be careful," and I was like, "Okay, yeah, okay." So, and then I had a nice conversation with Sachin on the color palette and stuff like that. So, so yeah, it's been fun doing the website and coding and getting it reviewed by AI. So yeah, Fez.
Yeah. So first of all, I would like to apologize. Maybe I didn't pray to live stream codes that my network should be remain okay for this live stream. So yeah, I was dropped off in between, but now I'm back. And just adding on to the points of teapot and bridges. So yeah, like we all know that nowadays AI is kind of the main thing, right? But with the KVS, with human in the loop and every approach, I would say it's best time that if you as a tester or even as a software engineer, if you are suspecting AI, so then you should have some introspection, because AI is going to be there, okay, and it is going to make our lives useful. It is more like we are still learning. We all are still learning how to make the best of it. We are still figuring out its limitations, or how to use it properly. That's a separate scenario. But this is the situation it is, and I think the contest which we are bringing which is powered by Postcode, you can showcase your skills if you already are working with AI, and if you are not, then it would be a good opportunity for you to embrace these AI skills. Yeah, that's what I wanted to add. Yeah, thank you.
I think that's a fair point. I mean, yeah, the limitations will always be there, and challenges will always be there. But you know, the reality is that the world is moving in that direction. Okay, whether we like it or not, whether we you know feel it or not, people will still use it, and we will be forced to be a part of it in some way or the other, right? So
I
why
don't even
not?
think we'll be forced to be part of it. To be honest, I think at the end of the day, with the level of skill and experience that we are building and that people are acquiring, at the end of the day, you will just find out that it does make life easy for you. But if you're careless with it, it could make life very difficult for you as well.
Well,
I
we
think,
have
yeah,
seen we've seen that already. Now
yeah.
it's interesting that this was supposed to be a celebratory call, but we will make the point that we are
It's
trying
turned
to.
up to a full podcast now, so we are arguing about
So
AI
yeah,
now.
since we are bashing, since we are getting to bash AI, let's do it. Okay, why not? Okay, so
Why not?
here's, yeah. So I wrote about it a couple of days ago. Just to, what is happening is, we all said that AI is going to help us being productive and all that, and we've seen 10x, 20x productivity happening uh, with us. Like for example, in my case only, when I want to get some of the code reviewed, code reviews generally take a lot of time. Okay, but if I ask AI, it does it really, really quickly. Okay, some of it is really effective, some of it is rubbish, because you have
Yeah,
to review the review that is being done. Okay,
yeah,
you have to again sit and review what comments has come, and then you have to filter out what is good and what is not. Okay, so that part is obviously there. But you know there is a site called Are We Profitable with AI, which I shared in a blog the other day, and that clearly says that no, we are not. We've been investing heavily in AI, and we are far away, and we have incurred losses to the extent of hundreds of billions of dollars, and that is why so many jobs are getting uh, cut, because people, while they are investing heavily on AI, are having to do away with people who were actually supposed to be using that AI or build
yeah.
using that AI. So that part is there. Okay, we have not really seen a return on investment so far. Okay, I don't know how many years we will hit the break even and start seeing profits. That's the other part. The important part is that a lot of people are losing their jobs. Okay, but some people have shown some sense of or some sanity at a certain level, where they have brought back the humans. For example, the biggest example was, of course, Klarna. We know, okay, where they fired the entire team and then rehired them back because AI did miserably.
Yeah.
So at some point, we are going to see teams reflecting on the AI usage and go back to the humans. But having said that, I mean, we should never lose sight of the fact that it's humans who built AI, and it's not the AI who built humans. So who's supposed to be on top. So
I
I
don't
mean,
I don't think we've learned from history. I read a book. I can't remember who wrote the book now. When the machines were first coming along and the industrialization didn't happen, people thought the machine would operate themselves and replace them. And a lot of people were gearing up for that. Oh, we're going to be fired. The machine is going to do everything. And people forgot that someone has to turn the machine on, someone has to fix the machine, someone has to place the machine where they should be. And then all the people that were fired initially were getting rehired back to come and manage the machine because the machine cannot stand on its own. I think this is repeating itself because at the end of the day, AI does these things very fast and they do it cool, and all that. But you still need an oversight. You need someone who's got the skill to look after these things. And when you talk about code review, something came to my mind. My code review with all these agents is like a team meeting, and that's why I have more than one subscription for the agent because I'm not comfortable just asking one of them and taking their word for it because sometimes the review is just nonsense. So I ask
yeah,
all of them. It's like having a team meeting with everybody. Like, okay, I need you to review that, and you too, and you too, and then I look at what everyone said. Say, okay, you've done rubbish. So have you. But don't worry, I'll do the review myself. So they can write the code quite quickly, in a matter of minutes. They can give you a very good, solid. But when you do the review, that takes longer. And then the testing of it takes even longer because
yeah,
I build product in a week, ready to go. And then I realized I need to test it. And 2 months later, I'm still testing it. And then you find redundant code lines in the code. I'm like, oh God. It's just
well,
it's funny.
well,
It's really
interestingly, last year, during one of the uh, panel discussions, James Bach did mention the productivity paradox, where he said, that while we think that we are saving a lot of time, reviewing the work done by AI, fixing things, from the mistakes that AI has made. It's going to take even longer. So while you think
Because
in your head that it has saved a lot of time for us, you will end up spending a lot of extra time on that. But
yeah,
we have been
because
talking a lot. Faiz, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, so my thoughts are a little bit contradictory to what you are saying. So yeah, I understand like where you guys are coming from, and like there has been such instances also. But like it's like there are multiple things happening at the same time. Like the pace at which AI is kind of I would say evolving, right? It's kind of humanly impossible for anyone to kind of be exactly in sync with all of the things happening. But due to the
Yeah.
recent advancements, it has been more and more effective, more and more profitable, and it's more like now like it has evolved so much that we have to ensure that we are using it in the right way. Okay. And regarding the job part, right? So as Teapot rightly mentioned, that when machines came, people are fearing that what will happen. But like it's kind of the I would say evolution rule. Okay, that if you are not going with the change, you are going to be changed. You're going to be
yeah,
replaced. So when machines, industrial revolution came, that thing happened. Then I think computer revolution came. Then internet came. So the right now the time is I think more many testers I still see, and like I seriously like feel very bad for them. But I unfortunately cannot do something for them. That many testers missed on the automation wave which came in right.
I think we're
I would say
yeah,
that
network.
now is in the AI time. You should not do that. Yeah, yeah. Am I audible now?
Yeah, yeah,
Am I
you are.
Yes.
audible?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So what I was saying that unfortunately I have seen that many testers missed out on the automation wave which came a couple of years ago, and due to that now they are struggling a lot. Like they have now lots of things to catch up, along with the AI taking things to the next level. So I would humbly suggest everyone that yeah, I know like means it's not a I would say silver wand, but at the same time you should be don't see it from a lens of skepticism. You should embrace it. You should not miss out on the AI wave for sure if you are if you want to work in this industry. I would say any industry, because I can see AI is changing the world very rapidly and very fast. So rather than like I like given all these limitations, that humans also have limitations. Any machine, any tools will also have their limitations, right? So be accept about it, try it, do your own mistake if you want, and then you can maybe okay say okay, now I know I should not have done this, or okay, this is the limitation. But don't just should say see something from skepticism lens that okay, no, this is not going to work, or it is not useful, because that time has changed. And I can personally say that in last 2 to 3 years, like I think sometimes in 2022 or 3 ChatGPT was launched, and today we are seeing at 6 June 2026, AI has evolved like so much. I can only say that. So it's a high time. If you are not using it, if you are facing challenge, you can maybe ask someone that okay, I'm maybe doing it this way. This might be, and I'm facing this challenge. It's AI limitation, or it's maybe you are doing it something incorrectly. That can also happen, right? So that's the way you should approach it today if you want to grow and sustain in this industry. That's what I would like to put.
And that is an excellent point, and I agree with you 100%, Faiz. I want to say, I mean, we were talking about the downsides. Teapot and I were talking about the downsides maybe a little more vigorously because we have been used to talking about downsides. Okay, and especially me
almost
who's known for
downside engineers now.
yeah, yeah, and me being that critic. Okay, that never goes away. The critic in me does not go away. Okay, so I have to criticize stuff. I have to uh, beat it up. So if I may just rephrase or restructure whatever you said, Faiz, into two words, it would be constructive skepticism. Okay, be constructive
Yeah,
in the mindset. Okay, and yet be skeptic, because if you don't ask what can go wrong, or if you don't question, or if you don't criticize, you are not going to get the best output. Okay, for example, if you get a code review, and if you're going to just copy that, whatever the AI has given you, back into your code, you're going to mess it up, right? So you have to look at it with skepticism, but you have to be constructive about it and say, okay, you know what, this may work for me. Okay, but I'm going to still ask questions. Okay, because I have seen
Yeah, that
it doing some really cool stuff. Okay, yes. Sorry, Faiz, you're saying something.
yeah, that human in the loop is always required. I'm not saying that you can, like everything you can, I would say, pass it on to AI and trust it blindly. I'm not saying that, but as you mentioned, right, that that you should, as you mentioned correctly, that it should be more of a constructive skepticism. That okay, it has done its work. Now I should act and see that whatever it has worked, it has done it correctly or not, and then proceed forward. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Right?
Yeah. So quite interestingly, we've seen these discussions. We are seeing more and more of this as people are realizing that AI is going to be there, and but people are not going to stop asking questions, especially testers, and they should not. And that is, in my view, the right approach. But let's see where it goes. For now, I wanted to once again take a moment and thank each and every member of the test chat community for making it super awesome. Okay, we might spring in a couple of other surprises by the end of the year, so stay tuned to the test chat community. Okay, share your thoughts. Uh, you know, bring on the arguments, bring on the debates. Okay, we are always open to it. There is nobody who's sitting and judging you there. So yeah, just put out your thoughts, whatever you think. Okay, on the discussion we had just now, if you have a thought, if you have anything else that is going on in your mind, if you would like to challenge us, well, please do. I mean, we are looking forward to it. Yeah. So yeah. Hmm. Any last closing words from you, Faiz? Faiz Teapot?
I'll just say thank you to everyone.
Community for the
Let's
support
keep
so far.
go on, Faiz. I'll go after you.
Yeah, I think there's some network issues, so maybe you wouldn't have heard what I was trying to say. I was just trying to thank the community for the support and just stay tuned. As Bridges mentioned, there might be a couple of more surprises on your way by the time this year ends. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll echo that and just say thank you to everybody as well. We're looking forward to more um, participation and a lot more to, chat about, which is what we do. And as you can see, we have so much to talk about. So thank you, everybody. Let's go again for another one.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone.